Hidden Object Guru here, back with more Terminator Resistance. When we left things, we had just opened the mystery door! And now we're going to go after Skynet's next installation and destroy another one of Skynet's outposts. So this should be badass. Oh, I'm definitely going to play Half-Life Alyx when it comes out, Abrams. I'm going to play the hell out of Half-Life Alyx. I do love VR. Let's turn on... Oh, crap. Okay. I've got a shotgun. You've got a giant spider robot. Okay, there's two of them. I feel less comfortable about my plans now. This was a terrible plan. And I missed. Woo! I think I have Pavlov. I should check that, because it looks awesome. Oh, hey, plasma container. Oh, I could have just shot the plasma container. Alright, I feel a little silly now. So there's the rocket launches I need to get surveillance footage of. People seem to like Firewall a lot, but they say if you're not going to get the aim controller, Firewall's kind of trash. With the aim controller, great. Without the aim controller, kind of trash. How much is it, Abrams? I may pick it up if it's like 20 bucks or something. Okay, we've got a Terminator. Weren't expecting me to have a plasma rifle, were you, Senor Terminator? Oh, there's two of them. Good. You need weapon ineffective. Whew. See, what people don't understand about Star Wars is those aren't lasers they're using, they're blasters. And blasters are the same thing that the Terminators use, which is plasma weapons. Which means when you pull the trigger, it is shooting like a bolt of incredibly dense superheated gas forward. So it just burns a giant hole in whatever it touches. It's unbelievably badass, is what I'm getting at. Boom. Oh yeah, no, it's got all of the right looting systems. Oh no, you can use it, it's just more awkward. You can absolutely play Firewall with just the move controllers, you know, but if you don't have a thumbstick, it's really hard to move. Because it's a first-person shooter, you want the thumbstick to be able to move. Movement is incredibly awkward if you don't have that thumbstick to do it with. Like, any number of wave shooters and whatnot where you just stand there and shoot work perfectly with the regular controller. But because with first-person shooters like Farpoint and, oh god, wow, that's embarrassing. Firewall. Whew. That was close. That was a very bad picture of a Terminator, everybody. Oh my god, look! They're gonna walk right past that container on their patrol route. Okay, I should have done that slightly earlier. Nope, he died. How is that still a bad picture? No! Oh, where is he? Where is he? I gotta run. I gotta run. I'm in bad shape. Damn. Whew. I haven't seen enough crawling Terminators. Yeah, you move with like, no, you don't move with face button. Generally, I mean, I haven't played Firewall without the controller at all, but generally in first-person shooters, they have you moving by holding down the move button on one thing to go forward and the other one to go backwards. And then you, like, turn using the face buttons. Oh, whoops. Sorry, my bad. Well, that was awesome. I like how they have the electricity arcing around the dead bodies so it's easier for you to find them. For looting purposes. Anything for me to collect? No, it doesn't look like it. Are you saying explosions won't hurt them? Yuko? Because these are plasma containers. When they blow, they do a ton of damage. And again, I know that the game is screwing this up, but these aren't T-800s. The T-800 is the infiltrator unit. These are just endoskeletons. The T-600 and the T-800, spoiler alert, have the exact same endoskeleton. And I know that, you know, other Terminator-related fiction has screwed this up and doesn't understand it, but that doesn't make it true. Yep. Yeah, I wish they had made more games for the aim controller, because the aim controller is unbelievably badass, and I love it, but there aren't a lot of games that use it. And that's coming from someone who loves the aim controller. That said, Farpoint is amazing, and I would say worth purchasing an aim controller just to get. Oh, crap. No, 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 no. Quickly. Hack, 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 hack. No! Come on, faster. Damn it. Too fast. Alright, I got the Terminator on my side. The Turretminator. Haha! The game calls them T-800s, but of course they're not T-800s. Yes! Oh! That is one thing I love about the game. If you do significant damage to a Terminator, it'll get knocked down and get staggered, and then it'll claw back to its feet and try fighting again, and you can finish them off when they're on the ground. Such a nice touch. That doesn't surprise me. But just the head of a T-800. I mean, a head is not that threatening. Oh, this is so good! Pincer attack! No, damn it, I accidentally trying to take his plasma rifle, which I don't want to do, because I've already got the same plasma rifle. Whew. Yeah, if you can get the aim controller for cheap with Farpoint, it's totes worth it. But I understand if that's, you know, a bit expensive just for one game. Oftentimes I've seen the aim controller and a Farpoint for like $30, and oh my god, yes! Absolutely pick that up. And there's a couple of other games that support the aim controller, but you're right, it's not many. For example, the aim controller is in Arizona Sunshine, and it's great in Arizona Sunshine because it's a first-person shooter that's much more playable with the aim controller than it is with move controllers. Yeah, you don't get to do the two-fisted gunplay. What? Oh no! No, 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 no! Oh, this is bad, this is bad.
Plasma storage destroyed.
Good to hear, Rivers. Now proceed.
Okay! Okay, everybody. Let's all remember to next time you want to blow up one of these Terminator outposts, frigging check where the exit is before you set off the timer. Whew. Alright, what was I doing? Yes, trying to take pictures of things. Also, I'm going to check out that building later. If you leave, if you destroy Skynet's various plasma containers, there's always an experience boost for you. Because you don't want to leave them with any resources in the field. That's what they use to fuel their weapons and their Terminators. So you can... Hey, Mr. Robot! Why don't you come over here? Come on, Turret, finish him off. Turret, thank you. Check it out. And the best part is, I get the cash credit for destroying him, because I'm the one who reprogrammed the turret. Ba-boom, boombatsu. Come and get me. I dare ya. Oh, wow, that's insane unabridged. Although I guess now that it's been discontinued, the price is going to go up. So yeah, you might just not get the, might just not be getting the aim controller at all. When they were trying to dump stock a year and a half ago, they were super cheap. They were essentially dumping them to try and get people on board with the tech, and I will let you know if I see it for that cheap again. I'm very sorry to have misled you. Hello? There he is. Okay, at this point I'm just wasting bullets. Although I've got lots of bullets. Oh, there he is. It doesn't just look cool, Maddie. We already did War Thunder. Then we're moving on to Terminator. As promised by the title. See, humans have to... Nice work. Humans have to reload their plasma rifles. But you can just fire Skynet's high-end plasma rifles indefinitely. Without worrying about that, except, of course, they do overheat. But it's not a big problem. Okay. Well, we can always show off that tank next week, Maddie. Get a little closer. There's one thing I know about Terminators. It's that they love to give up the chase immediately. I got a perfect photograph of a Terminator. Made me pretty happy. So can I mod my weapons in the field, or do I have to have a station to do that? You say that, Hans, but I never have to worry about whether I've forgotten to reload something with this thing. So for me, that's the ideal. No, it's not really open world. I mean, good? Yeah, good. It's not open world in the strict sense of the term. It's not like Fallout. It's more like Sniper Elite games, where each new mission, they'll put you on a big open map with multiple objectives to complete. Right? But that's it. But, you know, it does move linearly within the game from one location to the other, and you can't go back to the other location as well.
Going through.
So it's open concept levels like Sniper Elite, but it's not an open world game. Although that would be the dream. Open world Terminator game, that's all we need. Okay. Oh. I'm not saying that you should do this in a Terminator apocalypse, but I'm pretty sure Hawaii is fine. Really, all of the Pacific Islands, nobody would have bothered nuking them. And I can't imagine Skynet was building a bunch of boats to go blow up Pacific Islands, so... so yeah, let's see if I can just mod my rifle here. See, I got 4 of these rifles, which is great for cash, don't get me wrong, but you know. Alright, so fire rate, damage... Ooh, Now I need 2 on the left, 3 on the right. And I don't have a damage that's 2 on the left, 3 on the right. Do I have anything that's 2 on the left, 3 on the right? I don't, huh? Alright, well, I'll keep looking. Oh, wow. I could also swap out... Do I have 2 on the left, 1 on the right I want to use? I don't. Oh, well, que sera, sera. Interesting, Hans. I hadn't thought about that, but that makes perfect sense. Okay. Yes, but clip means, in this sense, clip means how many bullets you can fire before your gun overheats. Not how many bullets you can fire before you have to reload. Alright, so I'm looking for the stash. Whoops. Meh. There we go. My backpack is too full. Damn it. I guess I can afford to get rid of one of these. Oh, I actually throw it into the world. That's great. Maybe throw it into the world somewhere where it's not immediately going to get picked up again. That would be good. Okay. So we're still looking for this guy's... There's a locked door around here somewhere. We're looking for Colin's stash of jive. I gotta say, I'm kind of impressed the degree to which they have exactly recreated the Fallout lockpicking. Like, there's no shame in it either. Like, they're just like, no, it's the exact lockpicking Fallout has. We've just given the exact... We're just doing the exact same lockpicking. I say more power to them.
Dispensary. This is it.
Cloth floating in the wind.
Looks like Colin was really prepared. Or maybe he was planning to open his own farm. Huh. Erin will appreciate that.
Damn right she will. Okay. I should probably spend some of these skill points. Okay. Check it out. Once we're level 24, we can use second generation plasma weapons with violet clips that do, I have to imagine, shockingly high amounts of damage. I do like the idea of tagging enemies. And I don't do much crafting. Alright, and then I'm going to get the enemy tagging, and then I'm gonna save the third point for if, you know, whatever I need. It's true, Hans. As they always say, I think it goes down to how good a lock it is. Because I was watching a video on the physics of lock picking, and they're like, yeah, I mean, as long as the lock, what's over there? Skynet Gate. Ooh, tell me more. Oh, wait, that's the place I already did. Forget it. It's the place I already attacked. As long as the, it's made with a certain amount of, careful. Yes, there's a certain crudeness to the way the pins are assembled. You will always be able to pick locks just by pushing them up. That being said, there are better locks that are made to make it really difficult to get lockpicks in there. There are ways to get them. Not only can you make it very difficult to get lockpicks in there, you can make it so if you push the bolt too far, the pin too far, the bolt will lock up. So yeah, there are ways to make locks harder to pick. I have not tried Warframe. People tell me it's great. I got a friend who is just nuts for Warframe, has been playing it since it came out, and has like played every expansion, blah 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 blah. I mean, personally, my thing is, and this is, I've said this before, so I'll just, you know, I'm not gonna make a big deal out of this, but I generally don't play games that don't have endings. Like, if a game doesn't end at some point, I'm just never gonna start it. Don't get me wrong, co-op space ninjas fighting robots in, I don't know, evil on, you know, giant research facilities sounds awesome. But, like, at some point you want the game to be over. But instead they're just like, no, go and, like, learn to be a new class of space ninja. Oh, you've mastered that space ninja? Well, we added a bunch of new space ninja skills. Oh, thanks. You know I got other stuff to do, right? Like, my life can't be just space ninjaing. Gotcha, Hans. Thank you. But yeah, I got a friend who swears by Warframe and says it's the best. And it's not like I'm not willing to load it up one day. I'm just never going to get into it because, again, I have so many games to play. It's not really responsible for me to get one of those. Oh, well, go in Space Ninja for an hour every day kind of games. How do I get up to that third level? Oh, there was a staircase. That was embarrassing. Yeah, that's just baffling to me. Unabridged. Like, a game should be like a story. It should have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And then if you want to make a sequel, great. I'll buy a sequel. But I don't want a game to just keep going. Everything about you is divine. Yep, like, The Division is basically the perfect game for me. It's shooting looters and Nazis in post-apocalyptic New York City. That's the best premise for a game I've ever heard. And then you're like, yeah, but you just have to keep doing random missions forever. Well, no, that's not... That doesn't interest me at all. Communications array. Nice.
That's the last one.
We did it!
Pictures, Rivers. We're one step closer to preparing a counterattack. I'm starting to see why Skynet isn't so fond of you. Now get your ass back to the shelter.
Will do. So I guess this is set in 2028? Before people know about Terminators? I mean, infiltrators? Like, they know about rubber skin infiltrators, obviously, because they already know what to call them. But they don't know about, it's about the first experience TechCom had with, Terminator, like, what we think of as Terminators, which is T-800 infiltrators. Yes, I'm a bad shot. I get it. Free experience points, everybody. That's what you want. Anybody else around here? Honestly, I'm a giant fan of any photo mode in games. I just like taking pictures in video games. That's why, in many ways, Dead Rising 4 was the second best Dead Rising game. Because they actually made getting interesting photographs of this horrible situation an integral part of the experience. Whoa! Silverfish! I am glad I noticed them, or I would be dead right now. Woohoo! No, Unabridged, it doesn't. Because what you gotta remember is, after Terminator 2 had a happy ending, everything else is non-canon. Everything else is just fan fiction by very stupid people. And Terminator Resistance isn't a tie-in game, because it has no connection to Dark Fate whatsoever. It's not branded. It doesn't reference Dark Fate in any way. It is completely unrelated to the new movie. And the new movie certainly treated it that way. Everything treats it that way. It's kind of strange, actually. Uh-oh. There's nobody guarding the base. No, silverfish aren't landmines. They're little rolling bombs that if they detect footstep vibrations, jump up, roll towards you, cling to your face, and blow up, killing you. Well, this place doesn't seem to be attacked, but it's honestly hard to tell. Just gonna trade in these giant weapons that are taking up too much space in my inventory. Thank you. I do want to accept the transaction.
Jacob, how is Pasadena? You know what? Forget I asked. I don't want to know. I'm just glad that you're all right.
And how are you doing?
I guess I'm a little nervous before tomorrow.
Aren't you curious about what happened in Pasadena?
No. I think I'd rather keep that place in the past.
There's no reason to be confused
Confession to make.
about Terminator
I've never been
continuity
outside of
because
Pasadena.
it's not complicated. There's Terminator, there's Terminator 2, and then there's a bunch of nonsense fan fiction.
That's not surprising. After all, that's where your home is.
Where it used to be. Right now I'm going to try someplace new to call home. I did my traveling through pictures and postcards that wanderers brought with them. My favorite had a little flamingo drinking water from a lake on it.
Aww.
Its long red neck curved like a snake. Patrick's mother...
That's how I feel unabridged about Terminator Salvation.
funny
It's
how I
trash,
never
but
met
it's
my
fun trash.
But I was around to see Patrick's leave him.
Wait. It's funny how I never leave Patrick's leave him? What do you mean?
I thought Patrick was your brother.
In our house, we were all brothers and sisters.
Oh.
But me and Patrick, we've always had this special bond. Felt what the other one was feeling. We'd even get sick together. I remember the day Patrick's mom brought him in. They were both tired and dirty, so we took care of them. Patrick was crying a lot. He was teething at the time. I think that was what scared her away. She just couldn't handle the crying.
Damn.
How was she?
I loved her. For the time she was with us, I liked to pretend she was my mother, too. After she took off, I was devastated. But my father said, "You need to grow up. You have a brother now." So I burned the postcard. The little red flamingo flew up in flames. And I promised myself I'd never be weak again. But I guess we all need someone we can be weak with sometimes, don't we?
Okay.
I never asked you. What are you planning to do tomorrow?
I've been meaning to tell you earlier, but I panicked. And that's because I decided to go with Ryan.
Are you crazy?
We'll find somewhere safe, away from all this. You have to understand, I need to do what's best for Patrick. I'm his big sis. I need to protect him. I haven't told him yet. He'll be devastated leaving you and Aaron, but I think it's for the best.
Oof. Damn. A few hours
Wake up.
later. Oh,
We need
crap.
to move.
What? What's going on?
Everyone, wake up! You need to get out of here.
Who the fuck are you?
It doesn't matter. What matters is that you can't stay here any longer.
This is
She
the guy
asked a
who's,
question, and I suggest answering.
You don't want to do that. I've got this place rigged with explosives, and there's a detonator in my pocket.
You got what?
Would you mind? Lower your gun, Ryan. He's the one that saved my life.
also, this is
What do
obviously
you
his
want from
hideout
us?
that you're living
You have
in,
to get
so-
out of here. Skynet's on its way. They finally found you.
What you mean they found us? They were looking for us?
Not for you. for him.
He's
He's essential to winning this war. Skynet knows that. That's why they've been following him for months. I have to make sure nothing happens to him. In a couple of minutes, an infiltrator will walk in here trying to kill him. I can't let that happen. We have to bury that Terminator here once and for all.
All right, everybody,
Yay.
you heard him. Let's get moving. I'll get the bus ready.
There's no time for that. There's a passage here. It will lead you out. Use it.
What was that?
All right, everyone, get out!
Damn.
Give me that. It's the same one. It's the same model. Leave! Now!
How the hell's he still alive?
Go! 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 Watch out! Don't just stand there! Run!
Oh! Oh, that's beautiful.